squatters.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? Our laws are being challenged because when you think about it, there are things people doing that are getting by because there's no laws against it. Or if there's a law, you have to go through a lot just to get something done or to make a change.
Yep.
And this squatters thing really took me by surprise, Mr. DeSantis.
Well, he did a thing in his I thought you had a video. He did a thing in his
Oh,
I thought you did.
I did. Did I shut it down?
You probably, it's too late now.
Hold on.
No. It's too late.
Maybe I didn't.
Go ahead.
I didn't. It was your thing.
Yeah, you didn't do it.
It's your link. I'm sorry.
I say the squatter wants to put you back together.
Are you going to that link I sent you?
Oh, the squatter wants to put you. I just put like the Potter one.
No. That is no change. You can't change those words.
I can't even find it. I knock it out.
Jeez.
I probably knocked it out. Trying to find it. Yeah. Hold on, y'all.
I was telling my sister yesterday when we were coming back home, driving, I heard it on the news about these millionaires. Squatters were in their homes. And they had trouble getting them out. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm hearing that a lot now in the news. It's hard to get a squatter out your home.
It is.
Why would it be hard to get someone out your home when it's not their home?
Because
they are trespassing.
Squatters have rights. What
rights do they have? That's your property. That's your home.
It says, what's going on in Florida? California, what are you doing?
Oh, did you find it?
No, you don't have it.
Oh, it's
California elite enraged after squatters invade a $5 million home in LeBron James, Jennifer Lopez luxury neighborhood. They starting to go into nobody cared when they was breaking into regular folks' houses. When they start going into the nice neighborhoods, don't we say that all the time? When you start going into the nice areas and you start looting or rioting and all of that,
now they're serious.
They gonna shut it down.
Mm-hmm. They want to put a law now.
The best thing for you to do if you're a criminal is stay within the poor, broke people.
But you're not getting anything. I mean, other than
you just gotta get a lot of TVs, stolen TVs.
Well, it's not worth it. $1 million home?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wealthy Californians in neighborhood on the outskirts of Beverly Hills are reportedly enraged after a $5 million home was invaded by squatters and became a source of rowdy parties.
$5 million home.
$5 million home was invaded by squatters and became a source of rowdy parties.
Yeah.
Not only remember I told you we said that story one time. I think it was the Donkey of the Day or one of them. Where those guys squatters came in. It was a bad neighborhood though. And they was having parties.
Yeah.
And that's what caused everybody in the neighborhood to start going, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So you would think.
A lot of activity.
Just break in the house. Why you have to have parties?
I know.
That
so
brings
really
attention.
Bringing attention to yourself. You can live under the radar by not having anything.
It says A-list celebrities such as Jennifer Lopez, LeBron James, entrepreneurs, hedge fund investors, heiresses, studio executives, all of them live in this quiet cul-de-sac. That was until a squatter came in October, and locals started complaining about alleged wild parties, thrown wild parties. The neighbors are getting fed up, including LeBron James. And he got some nerve because, and I love LeBron James.
What did he do?
But he all tied up with Diddy. That whole thing. Well, they said athletes and stuff, and there's pictures of him at Diddy's parties. So they gonna be probably subpoenaing him, asking him, did you go for the parties or did you go for the parties? He probably gonna say, I left. I was right after the party. There's a party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was at the parties though. He's probably gonna have to admit it. I was at the parties. Mm-hmm. I wasn't at the parties. Lecrae, the rapper Lecrae, the Christian rapper, he said he went to the parties.
the top ones.
Yeah,
but the overall.
And he said he was witnessing
the general ones.
Yeah, he said he went like Jesus went. He was saying that. He said he didn't let them. He said they tried to pull him in. He said he didn't. And he never went alone, he said. He always went with other Christians. So they all had each other's backs. Mm-hmm. Well, he felt like he was doing Jesus. Jesus would go in and try to... he said, and I would actually talk to these people and stuff. They would come up to me and talk to me.
So it reminds me of...
witness. He would try to witness to
those
them.
Parties that you see on TV where it's the main floor.
Yes.
Said, if you really want to have some fun, go to where the red door is.
And he said people told him... they told him, we like you, Lecrae. We really do believe that you love Jesus. At midnight, you may not want to be here. So he said he was downstairs in the studio. It was close to midnight. It's close to midnight. Something's evil's lurking from the dawn.
Yes, that's true.
He said it was around midnight. And he said it was time for him to go. He started to go upstairs from the studio or whatever. And the first floor, it was several floors. The first floor, there were guys making out on the couch. And he's like, okay, I get what this guy's saying. You may not want to be here after midnight. So then he said kept on going. And as he went up, it got worse and worse.
But why did he not go?
The guy told him.
Oh, because he was in a lower level.
He was in a lower level.
Why does he keep going up?
But the guy told him to get out of there before midnight.
Freaks come out at
now
night.
The video they got with LeBron. He looks like he's at the party.
Maybe the second floor, third floor.
The party, but Lecrae said there was some where there was room. You see the athlete go in there, and then 6 or 7 girls go in there. I think that's where LeBron was. He was at the party.
See, well, you know what?
Anyway, I said all of that.
If they were all bestie, hands need to be slapped.
Long as nobody was underage, you didn't do nothing illegal.
Right, but still, you did something probably degrading or shameful.
Right, to your wife and your family.
Yeah.
So they was having parties at this house. Parties. That's why I said LeBron James got some nerve to complain.
Go to the red door.
He should have went over there and knocked on the door. He should have went there.
Uptown Saturday night when Bill Cosby and
he got some
they went to the red door.
See
how they were gambling down there, playing different kind of gambling, and then they got robbed.
You see how we watch this stuff and we go back and see stuff we watched in the 70s? You go back and you look and you go, wow, we watched it and we didn't even think nothing of it.
Martin
Bill
Lawrence,
Cosby was at the red door.
Martin Lawrence had an episode where they had a swingers party and invited him and Gina. And you go in different rooms with couples. You break off with your husband and go with somebody else.
Martin was telling you then.
Wow.
And he was probably allegedly
have these kind of parties.
Martin was going to the parties. And Will and Jada and all of them.
Wow.
And everybody was slipping people Mickeys and stuff.
Yes. Wow.
But see, back in the day, we go back and look at these like the Mac and stuff like that, and we go, wow, we really just sat and looked at that. Even the old movies, the black and white movies where the man would slap the woman. Get a hold of yourself.
We didn't think.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Henry.
But you know what?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Henry.
There were some of us who were naive. We didn't think they had a party for everybody, and they knew who to keep at the second party and the other parties.
Yes,
because they would tell, "See you later, girls. Good. I'm thankful you came."
Bye, Gladys.
There would be people still there who knew
ready for the party,
real party. Yeah. So I would be the one that would leave.
Well, these people at these squad, they told Lecrae to leave. You need to leave, Lecrae,
because I would be like. Every room. Oh my God. Woo! Shame on you. Putting the blessed oil on them.
Now, these people at this squatter's house was having a party.
Okay.
And so LeBron James and them started complaining.
Wow, see?
He don't want it in his neighborhood.
They didn't care about the lower income neighborhoods or the middle class neighborhoods. Oh, $1 million houses now. They starting to scream and say something.
Thank you.
Wow. But me personally, I'm not understanding the squatter's law. Why a squatter can do this?
Well, it says here, landlord describes a filthy, gut-wrenching discovery. He says the ordeal began when a real estate agent of a $5 million home was notified by one of the pool workers that a U-Haul truck had pulled up
You that bold to
Oh, they pull up. These
truck
yeah.
to a house that's not yours.
And once they get in there, you can't just call the police and get them out.
Why couldn't you have any kind of security or something that would get them, that would hurt them, that would do something?
The agent immediately went to the property. He found that the locks had been changed and for sale sign was removed. Police then informed him that their hands were tied because it was a civil matter.
Oh, Lord.
Once they get in your house, it's a civil matter.
Because it's not criminal.
It's not criminal, it's civil. Because you got to prove that they're not supposed to be. How do the police know this isn't somebody who's supposed to be there? And you just a landlord that wants to get them out.
Could you not, if you're a millionaire at least, could you not have left your animals there to attack them when they come in?
Well, I'll tell you something.
Like a whole bunch of Rottweilers and Dober pit bulls.
It says since squatters produce what they claim to be a rental agreement, they'll have a fake rental agreement.
My little dog will bite you in your butt with that little rental agreement.
According to the report, the locals are fired up, complaining every single day among themselves about squatters and arranging the association to that about it, whatever. Now, this is all over the country, especially they said in places where, like Texas and California, the places where a lot of the migrants are coming in. Ooh. And there was this guy that, if you guys know what I'm talking about, he was on Instagram or one of those TikToks or whatever.
Leave their homes empty now.
And he was a Latino guy, and he was telling the immigrants, a lot of migrants and stuff, squat, they can't get you out. When you come over, get into these houses that say for sale or any of this, and then you can stay there for months before they'll even be able to get you out. He was telling them that, and he was right. Do you know they arrested him, the FBI?
Why?
That's against the law. You can't tell people to break the law.
Okay. What they were doing is not.
But he was right.
No, what they were doing, they wouldn't get arrested for.
Right, but he got arrested.
But because he's telling them, break the law.
So there's a couple of people have gotten on TikTok and Instagram and all of that to tell people this is how you get around it. Now, this one black guy who owns a lot of houses, he had squatters, and it took him a long time to get them out. He said if you put a no trespass sign in the window,
okay,
and a no trespass sign in the yard.
What if they take it?
Hold on.
Okay.
Take a picture of it.
Ooh, with that address.
With a date, so that the police can see I had a no trespass sign.
And they broke that law.
He said that's a law the police can do.
Oh.
Which is no trespassing.
Okay.
It no longer becomes civil. It's now criminal.
Because you're trespassing on my property. Even though I'm not physically there.
Right.
It's my property.
Now, that's one thing people have done.
Okay, what about the
Another thing that people have done.
Stuff, attack dogs.
Another thing that people have done, because a lot of these squatters will come in and they'll have the utilities turned on in their name.
Yeah.
And they'll show the police, the utilities are in my name. This
renting.
One lady, she says they take the smallest of the smallest utility out on homes that they have for sale, empty homes, and it's in their name. So the police, when the person comes, the squatters, they can't say, oh, the utilities is in my name. They can't put it in their name.
But I thought when you leave your home empty to sell, you can still leave the utilities on.
You should.
So that would be hard for them to get utilities in their name if it's still on.
So that's because
ours was on when we left.
You need to keep it on.
Yeah.
But a lot of these houses don't have nobody in them for a long time.
Because they can get cold, they can get hot.
True.
A lot of things can happen.
Yeah.
And even when the cleaning people come in,
yep,
they need water and stuff to clean.
Now, this other guy, he did what you said. What? He bought a bunch of dogs.
Thank you very much. I take a chance. They may take them if they got weapons. But if it's a lot of them, every man for himself. Because my Dobermans and my pit bulls.
After that. Who wants to clean up?
I don't care. You can pay somebody. This millionaire home.
Now, this one lady said she has her family members stay in her homes.
That's a good idea, too.
Until she sells it. She'll have a cousin or a friend or somebody.
Live there until the soul.
Live there.
Yep.
There was a case where the people went on vacation. And they came back, and it was squatters.
It was just a vacation. They weren't even selling their home. And they had trouble getting them out.
Oh, you heard about it?
Uh-huh.
And they couldn't get them out.
They couldn't get them out. How do you, okay, I'm trying to think here. Our laws must be really behind because if people have been doing this for a long time, why is it, I get the home is empty for sale or the home is a seasonal home. You're only there for the winter or whatever. But when you just go on vacation for a week or 2 or 3 weeks, how is a squatter able to get in, even for the civil problem that you're saying?
They can.
I'm away on vacation. How you walk in my house?
So, as much as we don't like
I
him,
hate that law.
DeSantis.
Yeah. Every governor is going to follow suit what he's just
Florida
done.
Governor Ron DeSantis recently signed a new law into effect, eliminating squatters' rights in his state. The law increases penalties for squatting and also makes it easier and quicker for property owners to have squatters evicted from their home.
So what law does he have to put in place for that to happen that wasn't there already?
You have to.
So even until then, until your state it does it,
they have rights.
You got different little things to help try to deter that from happening.
And if you go over a certain amount of time, in some states, you have no more rights to your property. I think Illinois was 5 years. Something like that. If they stay there for 5 years, there's nothing you can do.
But I'm thinking in 5 years, you've been there. So you selling it or you coming there for the season?
No. There's some people, some people don't keep track of their land.
Oh, no. 5 years.
This one man is suing somebody built a house on his land.
These must be people who read the law and didn't see anything in the law that makes them wrong. These are people who may have found out.
They find loopholes.
Like
Comover does.
Comover does that. That's why he didn't pay his federal taxes.
You can find loopholes.
Found a loophole not to even show him.
Yeah.
As a president. There was no law that they had to.
So that's what he does. He's a loophole finder.
Yes, he is. He's a hustler.
The difference between him and DeSantis, though, is when you find a loophole with DeSantis, he fixes it.
He's a lawyer.
He fixes it.
DeSantis is smart. He's a lawyer.
I may not like him, but he fixes it.
He's a smart man.
Trump takes advantage of
Trump's not a smart man. He has to lean on somebody else's legal information to give him.
Again, those of you who voted Republican, you had a whole line of people you could have picked for your candidate.
Thank you.
You could have picked DeSantis.
DeSantis is very moral, very strict, very on the job. I mean, he made a lot of people mad with the Disney thing and the critical race theory and all of that crap. But other than that, that man gets things done. He and the governor of Texas.
Look at Catelia. Hi, Catelia. Hi, ladies. It's been a minute, but here I am. Hey. You are discussing a young gentleman from Venezuela who migrated here and was encouraging on his TikTok video to have migrants invade, uninhabited homes.
He shouldn't have.
So he's from Venezuela.
He should not have made it known. He's not a hustler. Hustlers don't tell they secret out loud.
I do understand.
Whisper.
Right.
Hey.
I do understand his point because they allow people to come in and then they have them sleeping on the streets.
Exactly.
Again, that's inhumane to me. You do better, in my opinion, making them not even be able to come over or shipping them back over.
My concern,
when you let somebody come in, then in my opinion, you got to be the person to say,
I got himself, to get whatever they need. But the thing that I don't like with our law is he's getting arrested for telling people to do something, and when they do it, they don't get arrested.
I know that's.
I don't like that. That don't make sense.
Well, they're not going to arrest families.
No, but
it's probably families.
They're arresting him for telling someone to do something illegal.
Well, he should.
But when they do it, I know he shouldn't either. But when he tells them and the families go, thank you.
Well, exactly.
And they go into the homes.
Right.
That's illegal too.
Well, what he did is the equivalent of what these guys do when they rob things and put it on TikTok and stuff. Yes. They stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you put a breaking the law on TikTok? You stupid.
But he probably didn't think it was breaking the law because the people never get arrested.
Well,
maybe he's thinking.
Whatever. All right.
Okay.
She says New York has squatters' rights, which makes it impossible for a homeowner to get a squatter removed. The homeowner must go to court and spend thousands of dollars to get that squatter removed. That's exactly right.
Guess what? what DeSantis has done in
Not
Florida,
in Florida.
New York is not going to do. If every state
They gonna do it.
follows what DeSantis has done,
That's what they gonna do.
Squatters will have no more
but
rights.
You notice nobody cared until they started taking up these mansions.
Yes.
If it was just a regular homeowner like you and I, this has been going on forever. Now all of a sudden, because
James
you're taking
is complaining,
and people in Florida and stuff, you're taking mansions.
Yeah.
So now they starting to go, wait a minute.
Why would they not move up? They didn't went to the low class, middle class. Hey,
right.
Let's get us $1 million mansion.
So we'll follow this to see where this goes.
Okay.
But
thank you. I mean, DeSantis, I'm not a fan of you, but you do get things done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of somebody who gets things done,